So a little bit of history with me, and then we're going to jump into this bigger game conversation. So yes, I've been in the leadership and personal development space for about 30 years now, and developed a philosophy called Play Your Bigger Game about 20 years ago. And it was birthed out of this very simple idea. So a friend of mine and yeah, somebody just said, great idea. I have some wind chimes, but if they get loud, I'll mute. Yeah, the wind chimes will be perfect, right? Let's have some real life sounds, right? Okay, great. So my coaching clients over the years, here's where bigger game, this concept of bigger game came from. It's a philosophy, it's a model I'm going to show you in a few minutes. What my peers and myself noticed is people who were up to doing something bigger than they knew how to do were actually more fulfilled and more engaged and actually more successful in life. Not probably a radical concept, but our clients who were moving forward with their taking care of themselves better, actually creating more money in their life, being more engaged with life, having more fun with life, the common theme is they were up to something, quote unquote, bigger than just survival and making a living. How about a little nod or a thumbs up or a yay if this sort of makes sense? Yeah, Anne, thank you so much. It helps to sort of feel the connection there. Great, thanks you, Adrian. So not a radical idea, but that's where this philosophy and idea that I'm going to share with you in just a few seconds came from. And it turned itself into this leadership conversation because, by the way, we're all leaders of our lives. So I'm in the leadership development business, meaning every single person is a leader. You are a leader of your life. You are the director of your life. Does it go the way we want all the time? No, we know this. There's good years, there's bad years. We're going through an amazing situation in our world, as we know. But my job and my role in all of this is to help people realize that that the conversation they're having in their head is actually designing your life. So I want to go into that concept for 1 second. This is a radical idea. Again, we're in the personal growth conversation this morning, right? I'm not in the tactical, how to write a resume. We're having the personal growth conversation this morning, right? So here's a radical idea. I invite you to try it on, and I'd love to sort of have a conversation about this or have a reaction or have an opinion about it. It's a little simplistic, but your life, my life, our lives are primarily designed by two conversations. Two conversations. The first conversation is the one that's going on inside your head, which is happening, we all know this, at 99,000%, at 1,000 miles an hour. We're having 6,000 thoughts a day, at least. And we're having good ones, we're having scary ones, we're having worried ones, we're having excited ones, right? They're happening a billion times a day. The second conversation is the conversation you're having with other people. What are you talking to other people about? Now, there's the small talk. I'm not talking about that. I'm talking about the conversations you're having with other people that are supporting other people, or they're in the I want a better life conversation. And this is where the coaching industry was birthed. How many of you know coaching, this personal coaching, executive coaching? You've heard this term, right? It's all out there. Everybody, right? 30 years ago, when I started in this industry, it was what sport do you coach? That's when I said I was a coach, they would go, what sport? The sport is humans, right? We are. So the coaching industry was birthed out of having an intentional, creative conversation with another human being. That's what coaching is. Because our life is designed by those conversations. How many of you know people who complain a lot? Raise your hands, be proud. We know them, right? What do you know they create? they create, we all know this, they create a lot of energy around them. There's a lot of drama. There's a lot of what's not working, right? And there's a lot of woe is me. And I mean no disrespect to truly tragic things that happen in one's life. I'm not talking about that. But that daily conversation, there's people that sort of swim in that energy of, right? Life happens. That those are the people, by the way, I give it a bit of a category. Those are the folks that live life from life happens to me. Life happens to me.